Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is coming at you again. And we're watching Nostalgia Critic. Oh, man. You know what he did here. He watched Jurassic World Dominion. So I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why I haven't even done that reaction. Because I liked the movie. I was okay with the movie. I only saw it once, though. But it really wasn't received well. So I decided not to do it. But I will do... This is my way of making it up to you guys. So, I don't know. Tell me in the comments, what did you think about the movie? Because, honestly, I didn't think it was so bad, but everybody's been tearing it apart. I mean, I don't think it was a worthy ending or whatever, but it was fine for what it is. I feel like they should be able to make more movies out of it because nothing ended. There was no, I don't know. It just didn't seem like the ending to the series, that they were building it up to, since they brought all the actors back and yeah, they were kind of like just going through the motions, they say. But, I think Jeff Goldblum is, again, he still had a lot of fun. And everybody had a lot of fun. I liked the movie, I think I'm more interested because, again, and I don't know why I've not done this, but I have to watch Camp Cretaceous, honestly. I want to see how they end that. I'm more interested in that story than I am this one. And I always thought that the stories were going to interconnect. Like, they were going to meet those characters in the movie or something like that. But apparently not, which really sucks. I mean, the only reason why I thought that was because they would bring in scenes from Fallen Kingdom and the first Jurassic World movie into the cartoon. So I'm like, why not? Why won't these characters be in the movie? I'm sure a lot of people would have freaked out, but we'll never know. Anyway, let's just get into the episode. And remember, please like and subscribe if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content. And let's do this thing, y'all.
So yeah, remind me, why do I do stuff with you again? Because we provide delightful business ventures.
And buttloads of cash.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But how did you get this buttload of cash?
By capitalizing on limited creativity.
Don't you mean limitless? No, limited.
Limitless is too much work.
Take our latest attraction, Dinosaur Petting Zoo with rocket ice cream. Well, that sounds cool, but you've lied to people before. Your name is literally lies. But don't you hope we deliver on what we built up? But did you? You put it together in my green screen room.
We've been building up for years that we'd deliver on it.
But did you? You'll just have to check it out and see.
Just like our 11 o'clock behind you.
Yay! Dinosaurs!
Right this way, my gullible toads.
You in or not, Critic? We're booked all day with these.
I'm gonna regret this.
You love it.
Alright, kids, are you excited to see dinosaurs?
Yay! Dinosaurs!
Not sure how that effect works in this context.
Well, good, because we have dung beetles. The dung beetle, if genetically altered, can wipe out all of humanity.
Are dung beetles dinosaurs?
No. The dung beetle
They were around during the
has
dinosaurs.
countless lives and continues to spread mass destruction.
Can we see the mass destruction?
It's all off screen.
Isn't that exciting?
We want dinosaurs! Yay! Dinosaurs! Can we pet them?
No, but you do get to interact with a clone daughter of myself. Hi, I'm a thing for some reason. Like me, come on!
That's true.
She's delightful. I'm delightful.
What the hell does that have to do with...
Dinosaurs! Yay! Do they have a rocket ice cream?
No, the rocket ice cream is online. You should have watched it there.
Oh.
But you literally promised them that. Characters you recognize!
Yay! Star-Lord!
Actually, that's a different character Chris Pratt is playing. We don't care how they see him, just as long as they pay to see him.
His agent figured that one out.
I love Star-Lord! Yeah, he's the best. What the?
Oh yeah, we just replaced all their dialogue with shit.
It was easier than coming up with something new.
Are there still dinosaurs?
Of course there are. You just gotta look through all of this to see it. Like me, everything sucks. I hate everything. I don't like me, I hate everything.
traumatizing. Maybe we should get a stamp card every time that happens with you two.
Okay, so technically we did lie to the children, but we still gave them dinosaurs, and that's all that matters.
Seriously, those kids look bored and weirded out beyond belief. You think they're gonna keep coming back just because you have dinosaurs?
Can we come back again?
Yeah, I want to buy 10 more tickets.
I think you may have something here. Well, it took him 4 films just to open the damn park, so why not take 6 films to actually have dinosaurs roam the rest of the earth? The answer is, you don't need to, because that's not what they do here, despite promising that for several movies, and the film still made a bundle and seemed to please audiences. Look, I'm a dinosaur fan too. That's why I want to see more of them in these films instead of idiot humans with their idiot subplots about idiot bugs. Yeah, that's the main threat in this, locusts. Friggin' locusts are taking over the world, and the dinosaurs are more of a side threat in this. They're just confined to another patch of land away from humanity, despite trailers once again promising we're gonna get dinosaurs ripping up the human world. Give Fallen Kingdom credit, they did have dinosaurs interacting with civilization. It was just all in the last few minutes. Here, half those scenes in the trailers were internet extras, including one where a T-Rex crashes a drive-through theater. You gotta see the movie to see what happens. Oh wait, no you don't, because this scene isn't even in the film. Instead, we get good actors once again trying to save horrible writing, only this time they brought in the original cast too. As if their sequels didn't try to nuke their credibility. I don't know what I'm missing, man, but clearly it's worth a lot of money, so let's take a closer look at why this made
I
bank.
like this movie.
This is
Like me. I hate everything.
Jurassic World
Why
Dominion.
don't you like me? I hate everything.
I love how they list every single location in this movie, like it matters to the viewers at all. We're here for a few seconds. Do you think anyone cares where this random boat attacked by a random dinosaur is? I know it's a nitpick, but they literally caption a place they're gonna take off from just so they can take off from it. Why don't you just spell out the characters' names while you're at it? Oh, wait, they actually do that.
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
Egon! Speaking of which, remember the last line of Doom in the previous film with Ian Malcolm saying,
Welcome to Jurassic World.
yeah, that got figured out pretty fast. We got some TikTok videos that admittedly were pretty easy to shoot, but aside from that, it's under control. Thank God they're mostly in parts of the world that barely have any people at all. Excitingly cost-effective! With that said, I will admit, the dinosaurs look really good in this.
They do, right?
This is the first film since the original where it kinda looks like they're really there.
Yeah, the Giganotosaurus was actually done really well. Like the shadows and and apparently not a lot of it was practical. A lot of it was CGI, which is really impressive.
On top of that, they finally get creative with the designs.
Yeah.
Some have fur, others have feathers, some got Edward Scissorhands. I don't care, just have fun with it. Make it about the dinosaurs. Heck, when they do just show dinosaurs, the movie's not that bad. We see Blue
See,
hunting
that's
with
what
her
I'm saying.
offspring for a brief moment. A family of brontosauruses get lost and need to be shown where to go. And both scenes are done with no dialogue. Honestly, it's some of the best stuff in the flick. But then, you know, people talk.
Dinosaurs can teach us more about ourselves.
Dodson
Dodson.
is the villain this time around.
We got Dodson here.
Yeah, right? I know he was the bad guy in book 2, and if they did that in Lost World, it could have worked. But 5 movies later? That's like saying the dick-nosed guy is the main villain in the next Star Wars trilogy. Oh, shit, don't get
Imagine.
ideas.
Don't even say that.
Bryce
You might
Dallas
do
Howard
it.
returns as Claire, still trying to save imprisoned dinos.
It's medieval.
Yes, it's almost like you didn't own a theme park that did something similar.
Yeah,
Give
but
credit, they ditched
be
many
fair.
of the annoying characters from the last one pretty quick.
We're done. I called last week. It's a real job.
I have real movies to be in. Hopefully good ones.
hopefully good
Chris
ones.
Pratt also returns as Owen, whose hypnotizing palm was thought to calm raptors after years of training.
So
But it turns
weird.
out any dinosaur of any breed instantly responds to it, like Dino ASMR.
I'm a dinosaur. Roar! I'm gonna attack you. Oh, got your hand out. Oh, that's calming. You know what? Add some bubble wrap to that. Ah, yeah. That's the stuff.
What?
Anxiety, calming. It's anxious being a dinosaur.
And man, I swear these movies want to kill this poor little actress's career. Remember Macy, the pointless clone from the last film who released the dinosaurs? She's played again by Isabella Sermon and is directed to be the biggest pain in the ass of
She
the
is.
film.
That's what people do.
How would I know what people do?
I tried to annihilate them all so I wouldn't have to know what they do. Yeah, she tried to doom humanity by saying these things free, and yet all she can do is complain about how she has to stay at home. What an obnoxious brat.
I'm coming with you.
What did I just say?
Her whole performance is Jim Carrey and Liar Liar saying, "Ugh, Audrey."
The only people I've spoken to in the past 4 years are you both. I said I didn't go past the bridge.
I'm not angry. Hey, what's
That's
up?
true.
You just don't trust me. I can take care of myself. You can't keep me here, you're not my mother. I don't think you understand how bad it is being trapped in smell like horses.
It's like
I hate
someone
it
saw
when
Jake
Doug is
Lloyd in
right.
Phantom Menace and said, you know what we should do in the sequel? Make him bitch about people not saying yippee. Why are you actively trying to make us hate her more? Nope, it's locusts. Which sounds like if God was Oprah unleashing the deadly plagues. Apparently there's a pandemic of giant locusts destroying people's crops all over the world. And I say apparently because we're only shown one crop and we never see the other attacks. Laura Dern returns in her pink shirt doing the sunglasses thing, so it must be as good as the first one.
No.
And as you guess, you can't have Sattler without Grant, played again by Sam Neill.
Why do we dig? Science is about the truth, and there is truth in these rocks.
Grant, you're gonna want to see this.
I had a speech going, music was playing and everything. Okay, I guess we're abandoning this. There's actually quite a few characters and moments that are set up to be something big and honestly should have been, but are cut short because there's a ton of other bullshit to deal with.
That's true.
Like reminding you, oh yeah, we built up this romance just to have it not work out, just to build it up again.
How are you kids?
Annoying.
Amazing.
And Mark?
Why can't they just be married?
Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Dern's reaction after reading the script.
It's over.
That's 2 franchises I'm in that really don't know how to stick the landing.
Yeah.
Tells Grant about the locust pandemic. I'm sorry, I cannot take that seriously in a movie with killer dinosaurs. It's like in a Godzilla film that their big focus was mold. And thanks Dodgins.
To be fair, in a Godzilla movie, a main threat was an army of bugs. They all came together and formed a big one, and Godzilla kicked its ass. But damn it, they still did it.
Company is behind it to eat all the world's grain, throw the food chain out of whack, kill millions of people, and force the future to buy his company's food. Oh, and the clone girl's DNA is the answer to fixing all this or cementing it. Remember when this was just a theme park with dinosaurs? Even that's a weird, complicated idea, but Christ, it sounds like Barney next to this one big pile of shit.
No, I am here. It's quiet. I'm done with all that.
Just like the last time I was done with all that. Yeah, this is a great Jurassic Park movie if you've never seen a Jurassic Park movie. Speaking of which, both Macy and Blue's kid are kidnapped by Dodgson's henchmen. I'll get you next time. I'll get you now. Oh, and promises Blue he'll get them back because of course she can understand what he's saying.
I am gonna get her back.
And that's all I have to say about that. Grant and Sailor make it to Dodgson's dinosaur not park, just park-ish. And I'm sorry, but Dodgson, played this time by Campbell Scott, was he always like this?
Remember, viable embryos.
I liked them better there, yeah.
I want to do more of this. Later on if we, we booked you a private pod.
Customs can even check it if they want to. There's enough coolant inside for 36 hours.
He's basically a young me, only smarter and taller. Do you have food?
How are you planning to beat security?
Thank you for being here.
I mean, come on. Before he says anything, he could say that he's just gotten older and weirder. And remember, I think that's what the whole thing was building up to. At least what I got out of it is that he was never ready to be, or he was never supposed to be in a leadership position like this. And then also he seems like a weird parody of Jeff Bezos for some reason.
This wasn't my character before, but our commentary has gotten worse with each passing film, so I'm officially Tim Elon Jobs. By far the funniest returning character, though, is Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm, who I am 90% sure has heard all the impressions of him, thought it sounded like fun, and decided he wanted to do the impression too.
But mainly, he's exploiting your enchantment with these.
I am not kidding when I say maybe every third line ends as a question, even when there's no question mark in the sentence.
We not only lack dominion over nature, you control the future, just like nuclear power. Nobody knew what to expect, but that same power could devastate. We all act surprised, and hoped for the best. Unforeseen consequences. Time.
I think all these people are here just to study how to do the perfect Jeff Goldblum impression at parties.
Now, the trick is to say a question like an answer, and an answer like a question. Ah, see what I did there? The question I just said, like a normal saying.
I'm honestly convinced that some of these studios watch these things and rip them off in some strange way. Remember how Mad Max and Looney Tunes back in what was it? Space Jam 2? That was all just a Roadrunner cartoon or whatever. Yeah, they did the same thing in Nostalgia Critic, and I'm like, why didn't they sue them?
Did you notice the question I said like a regular answer? The usual, normal, everyday sentence from days gone by. You raise the pitch on the final word and say, it. You see, on the questions, I just say it like statement. Apartments downtown.
Oh man, why am I crying? I'm like laughing.
Grant meet up with Malcolm, who agrees Dodson is up to something, and meanwhile, Miss I can take care of myself doesn't even try to escape the several opportunities she has to do so.
Walk to the car. No, it's not a choice.
Well, she is Molly Shannon, and she did make me very uncomfortable in White Lotus. Her folks track her down to Malta, where there's underground black market dinosaur dealings.
Don't look at anyone, don't talk to anyone. Just try to blend in.
Yeah, white woman in Malta who used to own a functioning dinosaur park. She won't be noticed in this environment at all.
That's true.
You lost this place?
I've been to Malta. There's not a lot of white people there other than the tourists.
Not your vibe.
She runs into a pilot named Kayla, played by DeWanda Wise, who might be the only enjoyable lead in the movie, as she has kind of a Baloo from Tailspin thing going on. It goes back and forth between helping the heroes and the villains.
She is all alone, please.
That your daughter?
It's a science experiment!
I will say, for a little bit of time, the film does give what it advertised. These are humans exploiting dinosaurs in kind of a new way. We got hints of that in Fallen Kingdom, but there's so much more variety here. We get a lot of badass looking characters who have a lot of promise, and the dinosaurs do get out, resulting in the city being attacked in a great chase scene. There's a dude on fire getting eaten in the background at one moment. Had this been the majority of the movie and not just 15 minutes, I think this would have been pretty awesome.
That's the best part.
Stand down, Larry. He's got the hand thing.
I didn't know he was one of us.
It's Allosaurus.
Quick, use the hand thing on him. Gotta love how this guy spills important information while each arm is getting eaten.
Where is she? I don't know. We handed her off to Santos. I don't know where they took her after that.
Hold on, let me give you directions. It's a left on Stevens, a right on Oak. I'm sorry, I'm no good at multitasking and getting eaten. Ah! Yeah, remember that look they gave? Like, oh, it's on between these two. Literally the next scene together, he's out of the picture. In fact, most of the cool people they were building up here, we never see again. They're like the big sword guy from Raiders if there was no gunshot.
Do you remember how we used to get the raptors in the truck?
Yeah.
And harder. Like I said, though, this chase scene is a lot of fun, has good effects, and is appropriately goofy. I'll get you into that shitty sequel!
Oh, this is clearly the last
There's gonna be
one.
another shitty sequel.
Oh, of course. See? Okay, good. See, that's what I was saying. I thought that that Dominion was not a good ending to the whole thing. You know, imagine if they do what they did here, dinosaurs running amok, but then they had human dinosaur hybrids. Just something. And then you could bring the hybrid back, but then actually have something terrifying. Something like it's a human raptor Stegosaurus hybrid or something. It's got like Stegosaurus plates, a raptor's body, and human. No, not human arms. Whatever. But yeah, I'm not one of these people who are paid for that, but something.
So Macy is introduced to Dr. Wu, who's thinking, man, remember when I was the series' most desperate villain attempt? And is told that it wasn't her grandfather who cloned her, but rather her mother. Her.
I'm so excited for everyone to see what we've been doing here.
I guess she grew up around the exact same people to have the exact same accent.
It's a clone!
Again, that's a nitpick, but I do love how years pass and somehow she keeps the exact same beautifully framed shot on her cinematic quality webcam. Apparently she was dying, though, created a clone to give birth to, and injected Macy with an unknown cure that for some reason she didn't duplicate. Somehow this is the answer to killing off all the locusts to save millions of lives by injecting one with similar DNA, but instead of preserving all the locusts, it'll kill them all off. No, really, guys. Dinosaurs. That's all we needed. Literally follow any of these clips you began with and we be satisfied.
That's what I'm
How did they clean pterodactyl shit on top of that building? That alone is light years more interesting than your mimic meets multiplicity bullshit. Eradicating them in a single generation. Of course, when she discovers her DNA can save the world, she runs away. It's kind of her thing. The places she should stay, she flees, and the places she should flee, she stays. She runs into Sattler and Grant, who are having better luck than Owen and Claire, whose plane is getting taken down.
If you're gonna eject, I only got one parachute's in it.
You don't have parachutes?
I wasn't expecting company.
That's why the chair behind the pilot is the only one that ejects. Wait, what's the logic behind this?
Yeah, right?
I have to admit, the cinematography in this can be pretty creative.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It looks like a ride.
If I actually gave a shit about the person in that seat, this would be pretty suspenseful. She runs into a pretty cool-looking dinosaur who I think is blind so he doesn't see her, but sees this deer, eats plants, but hunts her too.
Okay. It's called Therizinosaurus, and and for some reason, it was never specifically said with fossils and such, but they believe that it may have had poor eyesight. And I think I've heard something like that. I haven't seen it depicted, but I think what they're saying is that this dinosaur had poor eyesight, so they could have these really suspenseful moments, you know, kind of like a big killer rhino or hippo or a killer rhino or something like that with bad eyesight but can kill you in a second if it sees you.
You know, it's shot great and there's no talk about locusts. I'll take it. Owen and Kayla crash on ice that keeps their plane afloat. But not them. You know, again, it's cool to see a dinosaur with feathers. I'll let a few things pass. But Malcolm has some choice words for Dodson when he confronts him about his wrongdoings. Or rather, one choice word.
Dodson.
Malcolm.
What?
Oh, sorry. People would comment if I didn't work into the joke somehow.
Got it.
Should have said
Owen
Bill.
and Kayla run across a T-Rex and the Giganotosaurus who had the epic battle of a nose scratch.
Yeah, a nose scratch.
Ah, you only won because a butterfly flapped its wings and
That's usually how they
How non-threatening.
To be fair, though, that is usually how the dinosaur fights usually went. If somebody, that's how animal fights go. If usually predators do not want to expend as much energy because that burns calories, and if they end up fighting all the time, the dinosaurs are not like mammals. They cannot build their metabolism that quickly, you know?
Have these dinosaurs become? Remember how terrifying the Dilophosaurus was in the first film?
Dilophosaurus.
Well, it just looks like he took a hand puppet off somebody's arm. He killed the gritty reboot of Kermit the Frog. Owen and Clay are reunited. I actually have no idea why they were separated. You could cut that and miss nothing. And Dodson figures the game is up and decides to burn the remaining locusts he had sealed. They escape, though, because this goddamn place has the worst security. You would think these failed dinosaur parks would have improved that by now. Which causes the forest to set ablaze and even distracts our heroes trying to escape.
Should we all lean to the left or something?
That's a very constructive. Thank you, Maisie.
Wait, hand me that water. If we just apply water to one side of the car, maybe then we can... that didn't work. Old meets new as the original cast finally catches up with the current cast.
Yeah, that was nice.
You can tell they thought people would be losing their minds like the Spider-Mans meeting up in No Way Home, but all I heard in my theater was...
Ah, shit, this ain't Top Gun.
But oh no, that Gigantosaurus arrives to not be scary at all. Yeah, we saw him for like a minute, and now we're supposed to be scared the whole climax is around him. But Malcolm has a plan.
Come on.
this locust on fire. They fight the beast off and try to figure out what to do next.
You're at Jurassic World.
Jurassic World? Not a fan.
I see what you're trying to do, movie. You're trying to bait me to make the obvious joke that everyone else has made, like, oh, that sums up the franchise right there, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it with an even more appropriate scene.
It's rebooting.
No, it shouldn't be doing that.
Scene. One of the people helping our heroes who work for Dodson says he's no longer working for Dodson. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. This goes without saying and is a waste of everybody's time.
I know.
I'm not you.
Oh, come on. I like that little scene. It's like, screw you, Dodson.
This whole movie is like Janos from Ghostbusters 2 saying,
if everything you're doing is bad, I want you to know this.
Our heroes, meanwhile, try to figure out how to get out of there while also saving Blue's kid.
This is the same system we used at the park.
So we can turn on the thing and then we all get out of here?
Mr. Goldblum, the line is... Oh, never mind. Gee, I wonder if the bad guy in this is going to get killed by a dinosaur. Please take an ungodly amount of time building this up so you can surprise us with the way every other bad guy in these movies dies.
What's your story?
Everybody has weird final quips in this. At this point, it makes sense if somebody's final insult was,
The dingo ate your base!
Dr. Wu says he wants to atone for his mistakes, but nobody listens to him except Macy.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think we can all trust the girl who tried to kill humanity with the future of humanity.
I love Laura Dern.
Look,
She's
it's like the logo. This movie's good. Kayla tries to fly them out, but I guess a well-structured three-way battle between the T-Rex, the Gigabitosaurus, and the hot dog fingersaurus occurs. Because so much was built up with that amazing nose-scratch epicness.
Come on!
This isn't about us.
No, that's the problem. It is about you. I want it to be about them! The T-Rex is killed. He sleeps with his eyes open to fool the audience. Hey, if they look right at the camera now, that shouldn't shock you. And he gets up to kill the Leave No Impressiosaurus, allowing our heroes to escape. Sattler and Grant hook up again. Everybody gives a look to each other like they've learned something, even though they've all learned jack shit. Yeah, you're going back to never leaving the house again. Nothing's changed. Dr. Wu creates the DNA to wipe the locusts out, and Blue is finally reunited with her child. I'll voice you in the future. There'll be a Jurassic Kid show called Blue's Clues.
We're part of a fragile system made up of all living things.
Oh, blow me! You have nothing to say, you're terrible! I know it made a lot of money, I know it has a lot of fans, but for the love of me, I can't follow why. Maybe some people just like to see films about dinosaurs. I get that, but why not demand a movie actually about dinosaurs then? I guess the first Jurassic World is the closest we got after the first one with that. I personally didn't like it, but it did give us some awesome moments. If you want humans in it, that's fine, but do something new or relatable with them. All these characters are just so forgettable or dumb. Bringing stories that are laughably complicated, taking away from what a lot of us want to see. I can't say this is the worst Jurassic Park sequel because there are a few cool moments where I know some others have none. But it is depressing that for such a fun and awe-inspiring idea as humans versus dinosaurs, every sequel almost 30 years after the release of the original feels so empty and lacking imagination. Go crazy with the dinosaurs in these movies, not the people. No one gives a shit about clones, locusts, or faraway jungles. Just put the dinosaurs in a city and keep them there. Why are you so allergic to that idea? I'm sure they'll make another film as much as they like to pretend this is gonna be the last one, whether you want to call it a spin-off or reboot or whatever. But if it's on par with the other sequels, then it's safe to say these relics should be kept buried. But then again, I don't have to like something in order to exploit it. So where's my cut of the money?
Tell you what, we'll give you all of the money if you take the fall for us.
Why? What happened? No questions. Just take the fall in order to get the money.
No. Close the door and...
No deal.
Good.
Fine. We'll take the money and you'll take the fall for us.
So long, sucker!
What? That's the probably the 5th time Nostalgia Critic has been arrested. He just can't stay out of the law's clutches. But yeah, this episode was hilarious, wasn't it? Like, I had a great time with this. Especially I knew he was going to go crazy with the whole Jeff Goldblum thing. But yeah, I like the movie a lot better than most people. But I mean, and he says that it has fans. I'm like, where? Because I've been hearing people hate on this movie a lot. I don't know. Anybody who watches this, tell me what you think, what you thought of the movie, and tell me why you thought it was good. Because I love seeing the dinosaurs. Me, I'm a huge dinosaur guy. If you guys did not know that already, and hey, just let me know what you think in the comments. But please like and subscribe if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and I'll see you all in the next video.